All this coming at a time when a team of investigators kicking off their probe in Wuhan. This is the much-awaited WHO investigation into the origins of the virus. The relatives of the victims are demanding a meeting with this team. But China once again is trying to silence them. Our next report tells you more.
This is Zhang Hai. He lost his father to the Wuhan virus last year. When the outbreak was at its peak in China, Zhang wants the WHO investigators in Wuhan to meet the kin of the virus victims. But Chinese authorities are pressuring people like Zhang to keep quiet. 80 to 100 citizens were using a WeChat group to discuss how officials in Wuhan can be held accountable. But a couple of weeks ago, this WeChat group was deleted without explanation.
Our group for relatives had been monitored by Chinese authorities all the time. Why did they forcibly demolish the group? This shows that they, the Chinese authorities, are very nervous. They're afraid that these families will get in touch with the WHO experts.
For the last 1 year, Zhang has been reaching out to relatives in order to galvanize a movement to hold Chinese officials accountable. But any such demand has been crushed by the Chinese state. In the past year, these victims have tried to sue the Wuhan authorities, but the court rejected the lawsuits. Chinese officials interrogated Zhang and others on several occasions. Reportedly, some victims were threatened too. Zhang Hai and others are now making a desperate appeal to the WHO team. They feel any investigation into the origins of the virus will be incomplete without a testimony from the victims.
If the WHO expert team dare to listen to our experiences, the relatives of the coronavirus dead, and want to search for the truth, I can go back to Wuhan to meet them. But if they don't dare to meet relatives of the coronavirus dead, I would just think that the WHO expert team's investigation in Wuhan is just a show, a mere formality to fool the world.
The world is watching how the WHO investigators conduct their probe in Wuhan. The pandemic began more than a year ago, but still, the world does not know the truth about the virus origin. And the efforts to find answers have been repeatedly delayed. Dr. Anthony Fauci, now the chief medical advisor to US President Joe Biden, also believes China wasn't transparent. And the world must know about the origins of the virus.
Well, I think it's very important because there are still things that we don't know right now about the origin. Understanding the origin would really be important. And we don't know it now. It's a big black box, which is awful. We're over a year into it and we still don't appreciate it.
As the WHO team kicks off the probe, Beijing stepped up its efforts to muddy the waters. It has been pushing conspiracy theories and stepping up propaganda to blame other countries for the pandemic. WHO member states must step up and call out China's nefarious designs to maintain the integrity of this investigation. Bureau Report, WION World is One.
WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.